Hey everyone, Caius here. Today's video is my top 10 favorite Zelda items. This is just my personal opinion, so it may not match up with yours exactly, but that is okay. I'd love it if you could tell me what your top 10 Zelda items are in the comments. And with that, let's start the video. Alright, number 10 is the Deku Leaf. I chose the Deku Leaf because, for one, you can use it to blow wind around, and that makes for some cool little puzzles. And number 2, you can glide with it. It was the first Zelda item that would let you glide, and so it's just cool. I mean, it's fun to glide around. They really expanded upon it in Breath of the Wild, but in Wind Waker you could glide around a little bit. Item number 9, the bottle. I chose the bottle because you can carry medicine, fairies, fish, water, hot spring water, the Deku Princess from Majora's Mask. In Ocarina of Time, you can deflect Ganon's bolts of lightning back at him with the bottle. It has a lot of uses, and it comes in very, very handy. It's so nice to have a lot of bottles, so you can fill them up with a lot of fairies and medicine. Such a good item. Item number 8, the Pegasus Boots. They make you very fast. You can sprint around, knock stuff off bookshelves. You can run through enemies. In the Japanese version of A Link to the Past, you could do a hammer sprint. You could lift up your hammer and sprint at the same time, so you could be using the hammer as you sprinted instead of your sword. And while you're sprinting, you still have your shield up to the side. If you get the mirror shield in A Link to the Past, when you're in the Turtle Rock, you can be sprinting across an area and getting shot at by these lasers, and if the mirror shield will deflect it as you're sprinting, because you hold your shield out to the side. And that's pretty cool. Number 7. This one I bet a lot of you didn't expect to see here. It's the red candle from the original Legend of Zelda. So, right at first you're probably thinking, why is the red candle on the top 10 Zelda item list? Well, here, take a look at this. You can burn down trees in an instant. And you can just use it as much as you want. It's like the candle just never dies. And the flames that the candle makes, it's the same size as you. I want a candle that shoots flames the size of me and will burn down a tree in a matter of seconds. I don't know, I just think that'd be really cool to have. And you can use it as a weapon if you really need to. Number 6, the Ocarina. It makes its first appearance in A Link to the Past. You use it, then it's just called a flute, but you use it to call the bird that makes it so you can teleport around. And then in Ocarina of Time, it's the main instrument. You use it and you learn the Song of Time. I don't know, you just learn a bunch of different songs. The Song of Time gets you the Master Sword, very important item. And then it comes back again in Majora's Mask, and it's just your instrument, and those songs have a big part. You need them to get into dungeons, to get the different masks, with the Song of Healing. Just a very cool, important item, and I don't know, I really like a lot of the music that is with the Ocarina. Number 5, the Lens of Truth. The Lens of Truth makes it so you can see invisible stuff. It makes it so you can see through like fake stuff that it just that like a fake wall, you can see through it. There's certain enemies that you need it to see, and it's just a really cool item. Just, I don't know, the idea of like almost a mirror type looking thing that you just look through and makes it so you can see stuff that's invisible and see stuff that's not actually real. I just thought it was kind of a cool item. Number 4, the hammer. It makes its first appearance in The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. In that game, it's just kind of a normal hammer, and you just hammer down big posts and stuff. I don't know, get to certain areas that you normally couldn't get to. But then in like Ocarina of Time, it's the Megaton Hammer. It's like really big and cool, strong. I like use it. I don't know, just a good item to use. Works well against Shadow Link if you just start spamming the hammer. And then again in Wind Waker. In Wind Waker, it's like giants. The thing is like bigger than you, and it's got a big skull on it, and just a really cool looking item, and you can just flatten enemies with it. Really cool item in Wind Waker. Number 3, the Cane of Samaria. The Cane of Samaria uses magic, and it makes like it makes blocks that you can push around. If enemies run into them, it hurts them. You can use it to press buttons and keep them pressed. And if you want, you can blow it up, and it shoots a little, a little bullet thing in each direction, 4 different bullets, up, down, left, and right. Helpful item, get past rooms, press buttons, kill enemies. Just a helpful, cool item. Item number 2, the Stone Mask. The Stone Mask is in Majora's Mask and makes it so enemies can't see you. Well, most enemies. Bosses can still see you, and I don't know, just a few specific ones. But most enemies can't see you, so then they won't attack you. And so it's just really nice for sneaking around. The Gerudos can't see you, so you can get through the Gerudo Palace nice and easy. And it's just a really cool mask / item to have. And finally, number 1, the hook shot. The hook shot is my favorite item in The Legend of Zelda. It made its first appearance in A Link to the Past, and it was pretty basic then, it really just is a basic item in general. Just pulls you from point A to point B. You can stick it on blocks and stuff. You can stun enemies with it. And then it reappeared in Ocarina of Time, and then again in Majora's Mask. In Ocarina of Time, though, they also had the long shot. But let's be real, the hook shot was better. Even though the long shot had longer reach, the hook shot is the original. It's the real thing. It's what everybody really wants. It's just a really cool item, and I don't know, it sticks into all sorts of stuff. Blocks, rooftops of houses, trees, certain walls. I don't know, it's just a really cool item, and it's my personal favorite Zelda item. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. That was my top 10 favorite Zelda items. I would love to hear your top 10. If you could just tell me in the comments. Please like and subscribe, ring that bell so you get notified when there's new content. And I'll see you next time on Caius the Gamer. Bye-bye.